Hello and welcome back to another video. Today's video is about why you have not successfully conceived your baby yet. And in this video, I'm going to share the top three blocks that are keeping your baby from landing in your womb. So pulling them from the auric field to landing in your womb. The very first reason is that you are too much in the science and the physical and not enough in the woo. And that is a huge statement to make. What I mean by this is that people just try to do all the physical things. They try all the supplements, they try the fertility treatments, they talk to their doctor about all the things that they need to do, and then they still don't conceive, and then you become extremely dumbfounded, and then you start to feel like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And I'm here to tell you that there's nothing wrong with you, but science is not the end all be all to everything. The more you go deeply into science, the top scientists of the world that have ever lived proclaim that the more that they study life, the more they realize that God is real. And so if you are not connected to the woo, to the God, to the higher power, and you are not in deep spiritual practice, it's going to be really hard for you to connect baby to womb. The second biggest reason why it is so hard for you to conceive is because you have not developed a relationship to your spirit baby. You are trying to conceive a baby without understanding the needs of that baby. Every single soul is different. I have been able to communicate with spirit babies for a long time. The baby that you can hear in this video is my daughter, and she was communicating to me many years ago, way before I ever even had kids. She landed in my field and she was like, "Hey mom, I'm here. Just wanted to let you know I'm a girl. I'm coming soon." And that was the first communication that she had with me. And then I continued to have relationship with her while I was pregnant with my other two kids. The third, now this is super important, the third biggest block for why you have not conceived yet is that you are carrying the ancestral toxic load of maybe having gotten on birth control, maybe having gotten on pharmaceuticals, maybe your mother or your father having been on pharmaceuticals or anything like that, or even your grandmother. This is really strong in the matrilineal line. So if you have not addressed your toxic load by purifying your body, then it will be really hard for you to conceive. This is the number one, probably biggest issue that I see in conception. And most women have never ever detoxed in their life. And the way that I take women through detox is not just physical detox. Again, not too much on the science and not enough in the woo. Detox is one of those things where people don't even believe it. The science community doesn't even believe it, but I have embodied what it's like to have annoying fertility. And my biggest the thing in my arsenal, the biggest tool for that is that I detox regularly. I just came off of a coffee enema to do this video. I regularly do detox practices, and I have very, very high fertility. I have to track my period very carefully, and even still, I might still get pregnant because of this reason. Now, if you are really curious about what it takes to conceive, instead of just the blocks, I would love to invite you to my free masterclass. And this is going to be called the Sovereign Conception, because we are going to take your power back from the systems that have made you believe that you are not powerful in your conception. You don't need the doctors. You don't need anybody to tell you what you need to do to conceive. You just need to be able to connect to God, source, have faith in yourself, connect to your spirit baby, and detox. And we're going to go deep into that in this masterclass. And if you'd like to join, the link is below. so that you can get all the details for the date and the time and when to show up. I love you. Have a great day.